Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me? Back again for another one. Footy talk. Lewis, what you telling me, fam?
Same trip up to Manchester, innit? The same trip. More points dropped, more just bottled it in general. Out tacticked, personally. I think that's what it mainly comes down to be honest. I think Pep clocked the space that we usually leave behind on the flanks, and he just exposed that. That and the fact that we played a high line with a really disjointed and weak press, which just meant they could constantly just try and play the direct game, and we couldn't really handle it. So, yeah, really frustrated. Now it just feels like we're throwing top four away for another year. But, hey, here we are, man. Hope everything's good with you, innit?
I thought at the beginning your press wasn't too bad, though. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it was too bad. I think he was stopping them from playing out at the beginning. And then, yeah, it was just one of them things.
We didn't capitalize. We didn't keep doing it because we were on them. We were 1-0 up. They were a bit more tense and a bit more wary. And we know what they're like when they concede a goal. They usually go into a shell for a little bit, but we didn't capitalize on that. We didn't keep putting the pressure on them, and we just kind of let them get their composure back into the game. Then they start getting more space in the midfield, which means they got more time to figure out what passes they want to make. And we just kept getting caught out. And from that point on, we just didn't have an answer from them. From about 20, 25 minutes, it's like we were barely doing anything progressively.
Yep.
It's just really poor from us. And then, like, because we don't have another striker. We're bringing Nkunku off the bench in the number 9. Even though Maresca said numerous times he don't see him as a number 9. It's just frustrating. It's just really frustrating. Because like we know the areas of the squad that still need to be improved, and the fact that we're saying that after $1.5 billion spent is crazy.
Yeah.
But we barely look like we're gonna do anything. Oh, please, Napoli, save us. Aye, for the Napoli, bruv.
Bruv, you know what it is, yeah? It looks like, bro, Tell doesn't want to join you, bro. I still think you're signing Garnacho still.
Yeah. Like, that's been the case the whole window. It's annoying me that we're still going in for him. I was saying, like, I was saying this yesterday. Everyone's got that one mate who keeps trying to move to the same girl that ain't interested.
Yeah.
But they're like, nah, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. So, she don't want you, bro.
Facts. Trust me, girl don't respect effort, yeah, unless it's from man that they want, blood. You know them ones like this whole effort thing's a myth, bro. If you make effort with a thing that don't want you, it's harassment, cuz. You know, like that.
And here we are just spending our window harassing Tell. Leave him alone. He don't want to join us. Move on and go get me an actual number 9.
Facts.
Here we are just wasting our time.
No, 100%. And this, the Patrick Dorgu thing, yeah. Let me tell you guys something here. I have never seen such horrible fearmongering amongst a fan base over a footballer who's actually a decent player, bro. Like, he's actually a decent player, bro. Like, Bear Man were chatting shit saying, he didn't play well in the Napoli game. So I went back and I watched it retrospectively, bro. He's a good player, bro. I don't know why man are trying to fearmonger over a brother that's gonna cost 30 million, yeah. It's very, very bizarre, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, bro, it's because of his profile, blood. You know what it is. Because these men weren't scared of spending 72 million on Rasmus Højlund. But
it's a United fan thing.
But a 30 million fucking left wing back here, all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's rubbish. Like, he's not worth that money. Are you taking the piss, bro? Are you taking the piss? This guy fits the exact profile of player, yeah, that the manager wants. Exact profile. Athletic, gets up and down the wing. He was on the left-hand side that day. He actually breaks the lines with his dribbling and his passing, bro. And he's brave. Like, he passes forward. Like, so I don't know why these men are trying to create this story that he's not a good player, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. He's a great athlete and he's technically very, very solid, bro. And he can dribble. He's got a little jink on him as well, bro. Like, he can play. And these men are like, oh no, we should go and get Fernandez, this, that, and the other. Alvaro Fernandez does not fit the profile of player that the manager wants, bro. He don't have the physicality, bro. He don't have the physicality. This manager wants wingbacks that can get up and down the pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? With pace, with strength. That's what he requires from his wingbacks, bro. If you look at Nuno Mendes, if you look at Quenda that he had before, these are the kind of players he wants, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He wants these explosive, athletic players that can get up and down the wing. A man are talking about going and getting fucking Alvaro. Hey, 1 second. Yeah, I was waiting for this delivery still.
No worries, man. No worries. Everyone run up the likes still. I'm actually surprised that people don't want Dorgu. Or maybe it's a case that Luke Shaw still has stands and everything like that. But I've watched him a couple times just because I've had Chelsea fans talk to me a lot about Dorgu. Always been impressed with him from an attacking perspective. I'm low-key annoyed that you guys are getting him as well because it's a really good transfer for the future. But hey, is what it is. Is what it is. Loki, we're getting rid of our left back depth as well. Like, wouldn't be a bad shout for us to spend some money on that region too. Fuck it. What's the chat saying? How's the Disassi thing going? There's not been any updates, but he wants Aston Villa, So it's probably going to end up with him being over there. There's other interest from the likes of Wolves. I think there's a Bundesliga heavyweight club, whatever the hell that means, that's also looking at him. So if one of them wants him on a permanent, send him over there. I don't know why we're helping a top 4 rival. That's pointless. Yeah, big up Kahinde, big up Abdi, big up Yasser, big up all you, man. What's everyone else saying? Would you sell Felix at all? If it means I'm getting Duran the other way, Felix can go Aston Villa. Anything else, no. Again, why am I helping a top 4 rival? What is the point of that? All for like a couple of extra million because you brought in a player that the manager didn't want. Well done. Well done. Who's going Villa first, Felix or Disasi? I'd probably say Disasi, to be honest. Because I think Felix would only go if he's involved in a Duran deal. Disasi would be completely separate. Felix or Sancho? Sancho every day. Sancho every day. Although it's not like João Felix gets the minutes anyway to even vindicate his transfer fee. We barely play that, brother, unless it's the Conference League. So it ain't even really that fair on him. Is there any transfer news? Nope. Bring him for no reason. Great. Douglas Luiz on loan, I'd back that, but Juve don't want it. So that ain't gonna happen, sadly. Yeah, Ray Allen, trust me, man. Bundesliga heavyweight should just be a nice way of saying Bayern, or what is the damn point? What is the damn point? But either way, again, just don't help the top 4 rivals. Unless it's a Duran and like João Felix thing, I don't even want to chat to Villa like that.
Yeah, bro. Do you reckon you'll let Felix go, bro? Imagine them man, yeah, came to my door. They rang the intercom, yeah, and they left the shit in the van because they didn't know I was home. So now they've gone back to the van, bro. So they're gonna ring the bell again, bro. These men are lazy, cuz you know when man just don't want to carry shit. I hear it though.
He was hoping you weren't here.
Dude, bro, I reckon so. You know them ones. I reckon
That's
so. Man
so
left it in the
dumb,
van,
bro.
bro. Talk about I'm gonna ring the bell again. It's like, bruv, you're a dickhead, fam. You know what I mean? But what are you saying about Felix? You think he's leaving? Because if Felix leaves, then Nkunku's not leaving.
And there's interest with Villa and a couple of other clubs that haven't really been named like that. But I don't think he goes anywhere unless he's part of a Duran deal going the other way, because we like doing the whole you take a player, we take a player sort of thing. That's the only thing that realistically makes sense. So if it's Duran going the other way, it might suit both teams. If it doesn't, if it's not that, then why? Why are you helping a top
They value
4
him at 80 mil, though. That's what they're saying.
Chelsea?
No, Duran. Villa value Duran at 80 mil.
Hey, if you want to use João Felix to lower that valuation, go do that. But we need a striker. We've been waiting 2 years to get another striker with Jackson, and these guys have done nothing. So I was like, you have to get it done now. You have to. I don't care how much it costs. That's your fault.
Hey, bro. Hey, Amarin, blood. Listen, get Erasmus out my club, blood. Hey, listen. Guys, I told you football is healing, bruv. I told you guys. Football is healing. Get this scrub, man, like Grassmus, blood. Get him out.
That still feels like a bit of a think piece, though. Like,
bro,
you
get
gotta
him
get...
out of it.
No, I hear it. Like, Ruben being far from convinced, I just take that as, like, general ball knowledge. It's more like, is there someone that's going to come in for Erasmus first? You got to get that club that's interested.
Apparently, there's a couple Italian teams potentially that could be interested. And that's it, bro. But that's the only place he can go. Is back where he came from. Yeah, but he didn't even do nothing when he was there like that, bro. Like, his record is mad underwhelming, yeah, in Serie A, bro. He ain't done nothing.
You just have to be willing to take any sort of loss.
Bro, but I don't see anything as a loss, bro. At this point, yeah, I see any bit of money we get for him as profit, blood, because really he's not worth shit. He's not worth the plane ticket, mate. I'll be honest.
Wherever you can get back is wherever you can get back. I completely hear it. But if you can find the interest, take the first offer. It just depends on how much Ineos are willing to lose.
All right, yeah, but then again, Ineos didn't pay for him, so
no, I hear it, but like, oh yeah, so would they care too much about the loss then?
Not really.
All the more reason to accept the first bid then.
This is what I'm saying. So
that has to be a first offer, accept, off you go.
man, I'm saying Boniface is going to Al Nassr. I did not know that.
Yeah, I think
did not know
Fabrizio
that.
posted that an hour ago or something. I just checked that.
Raw. That's fucking nuts. I did not know that.
He's opened doors to Al Nassr move right after Bayern decided to negotiate. So he's willing to go.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's the bruv. Listen, you know what it is anyway. Them man there, bro. Listen. See them apps when you offer them the bread, they're gone. It don't matter. Don't matter
Yeah,
what
just go
age
get
they
your
are.
bag, man.
Bruv, they're going to get their bag, bruv. That's one thing, bro. If you offer them money, they're out of it. You know what I mean? I hear it. I fully hear it. Man's going NASA. I swear he's not even that old though, Boniface.
Yeah, he's only like early 20s or something.
You see what I'm trying to say? Early 20s going to the Middle East. Yeah, bro. Signing out, my guy. I hear it. Yeah. He said, fuck this, man.
Part of the
Run me my
game.
bread. No, I hear it, bro. I hear it, man. Them man, they are different anyway, bro.
I'm not saying
24.
that Ronaldo's club as well.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, that might have played a part too.
23, 24 going to Saudi. All right, the door.
Oh, yeah, no worries. No worries. Let's hope they remember the package this time, innit? What did I get tagged in? Oh, Christensen injured. Well, that means he ain't going anywhere. Cool. Go get him in the summer. Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Right, yeah, you, man, keep running up the likes. Keep running up the likes. Rants will be back in a little sec. Just these delivery men are taking the piss, as per usual. And try to do the whole ring once and run crap. That happens to me all the damn time. What do I think about the Palmer and Pep chat after the game? I don't care, bro. I'll be so real. Like he's had a relationship with Pep and the City players. Of course you're gonna do that. Just do it after the game. And he did it after the game, so I don't care. The whole Jackson and Kuzanov stuff, that annoyed me because that's mid-match and you're trying to go buddy-buddy with someone that you're going up against. After the game, it's like, whatever, don't care. You want to go catch up with someone that you used to work under? Go do that. Go do that. Oh, but he's going to go to Man City. He's on a 9-year contract. You try. Try. Where are you going, mate? It is what it is. Yeah, Rusty Shack. That's it. Man talks to another man and the media go and make stories about it. It's garbage. It's straight garbage. Certified facts. Facts. You should have been doing what Diego Costa would have been doing, bullying him. But instead you go buddy-buddy with Kuzanov, and what does he do? He throws you to the ground afterwards. That's what you do. That's what you get for trying to make a mate out of your op. Well done. Well done. And Dyer getting booked for a celebration, but Vardy not. Again, well, like what Certified said, woke nonsense. Oh, Gary Neville said that. Shock and horror. Shock and horror. It was Sky Sports. Noni is pissing me off. Shit player. You know what? After Saturday, I don't blame you, innit? I don't blame you. All that prop I gave him for improving defensively off the ball. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Trust me, Zinos. Diego Costa would have bullied him. He would have genuinely been crying after 25 minutes of Costa. Instead, you just got Nicholas Jackson, who's just trying to be buddy-buddy with him. What has happened to the sport we love, guys? Any truth in the Duran to Chelsea story? What Duran to Chelsea story? I ain't seen no Duran to Chelsea story. Oh, Edu Burgos has posted something. Oh, this thing's fucking lagging. What's the point? What's this Duran crap? Give me some serious news. Many clubs want elite number 9. Villa have 2. Duran expects to start. Emery favours low. 80 million plus for Duran. Okay. Yeah, just add João Felix in that lower the valuation. I don't care. I don't care. Yo, shout out Melon, man. Big up you. Big up, bro. Zinos says, I don't know about you, man, but seeing Jackson gone. Garnacho still might not be a Chelsea player, though. I think we're just too shook of Garnacho being one that we're just imagining it. I'm not thinking about it until it's done because I don't want to think about it and it gives me a headache and it pisses me off. I ain't trying to think about that still. Because, like, this is something that won't really materialize until closer to deadline day. 60 million on Garnacho and 80 million will get you Duran. That's the sort of thing that will piss me off. That is the sort of thing that will piss me off.
So what do you think you're doing anything?
Garnacho, Ornstein said the whole Garnacho situation will start to kick into life closer to deadline day. I think we're doing what we did with Sancho. We're going to try catch you lot late in the window and hope we can get a cheap deal. But my thing is, look, if you're willing to spend up to 60 million on Garnacho, you can add another 20 million and go in for Duran.
Yeah, but why exactly? Why are you focusing on areas that you don't really need, bro? This is the mad thing. Because you don't need a left winger more than you need a striker.
This is why I'm getting onto the sporting directors more and more by the week. Like I've said from the Poch sacking, like you picked a manager that's inexperienced and from the Championship. Cool. If I don't get my targets, I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at you guys. Maresca is going to be naive. He's going to have his iffy moments. And he's having them now. He can be held accountable for them. But ultimately, this guy is still an up-and-coming manager. We've all known this. What you need to be doing is giving him the best possible squad to succeed. Why is there issues above his head, being that he has to start Robert Sanchez every week? Why do we still have one striker? Why are we ripping apart our midfield depth and our defensive depth to make even our conference squads weaker? Why? You're making things worse. You're making things more difficult. And then after we drop points, like, oh, you're going to be Maresca out and everything. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Maresca's shown me enough. Like, he annoys me. Don't get it twisted. There's things he's doing that's really driving me nuts. But he ain't the problem right now. How are you in year 3? $1.5 billion spent. I still basically need a new spine. How? You haven't given him everything that he needs to succeed. You guys, because of Win Stanley and because of the head of goalkeeping, Ben Roberts, who basically fancies Robert Sanchez, he can't get dropped. This is you guys. If we don't make top 4, it's on you lot. Because this is the squad that you've assembled. And you chose to go for the inexperienced manager. So I'm not going to treat him the same as Poch. Especially with the start that he's had. Man went from having people thinking of a title race a month ago. And people want to say, keep the same energy. We were never in that position to have that energy with Poch last season. So how can I have the same energy? Do you know, it took us till match day 32, I think, to get to the points that we're on now. And people want to say, keep the same energy. That don't make sense.
Yeah, it's not the same situation.
Him. I'm looking at the sporting directors. I'm looking at Clear Lake.
So yeah, it's the sporting directors that decide what positions you're going to strengthen in, and not your manager, basically.
Yeah, like we knew that they wanted a yes man. They wanted someone that was just going to just be given players and just deal with it, and not really put the sporting directors under the cosh in like press conferences and everything like that. He basically says what the sporting directors are feeling. So he's been saying all season, like Footy Tar's already saying, him saying top 4 is not a must is a joke. That's not him saying that, though. That is from the sporting directors to him, and he's the one saying it, because he said that all season. Like, that's another thing. He's being consistent. As much as I disagree with it, and I say, no, this is waffle, top 4 is the target, he hasn't gone from we should be winning the league and all the cups like Poch did to backtracking in match day 3. He has said from August, my aim, my target for the season that has been given to me is solely to just get the best out of the squad and to get us playing better football. He has said that from August to now. So he hasn't backtracked. He hasn't flip-flopped on that. That is from the sporting directors. And I don't agree with that, because what did you brief when we sacked Poch? You briefed that it was because we didn't get our targets of top 4. Tell me why you have sacked Pochettino, spent another 250 million, and the targets have gone down. Tell me why. But we need the UCL money, the UCL sponsorship money. That's why we haven't got a sponsor yet, because we're not getting the right amount of money. but we don't want to get into the top 4. You're waffling. But we sacked Pochettino for not getting top 4, but the target is not top 4.
Yeah, but how
You
can
are
Chelsea
waffling.
even afford to not have a sponsor, and still be spending all this money? That's what I want to know, because imagine not needing all that money.
Probably everything we sold off to ourselves, isn't it?
Because, bro, that's what I'm saying. Because it's like, imagine not even needing a sponsor when these things are like 60, 70 million a year on average for like the big clubs. So for you not to need that money, some money's being laundered somewhere else, because that shit ain't even making no sense. How can you just forego 60 million quid?
I don't get it. Even then, there's still other areas that we need to try and get off the wage bill as well. That's still adding to it. The whole Sterling situation, the whole Chilwell situation as well. I actually don't know, but I guess we're still kind of in track with FFP and everything. So something's going right. We still have another 60 million that we can try and throw on Garnacho.
No, it's crazy. All right, big up Shings for the super chat and my thoughts on the Pogba links. To be honest, Pogba knew what he was doing posting that picture on Instagram. You knew that was going to get people talking.
Repost.
That doesn't necessarily mean that is happening. Like, he posted a picture of himself and Ahmad in it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that where these links are coming from?
Yeah, he posted a picture of himself and Ahmad saying, let's see what's coming or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Just to wind people up, bro. I don't necessarily think that he's signing. Maybe he's coming back to train, bro. There was rumors that he was coming back to train anyway, because he's allowed to train now. He can't play till March, but he's allowed to start training. So maybe they've agreed for him to come back and train or something like that. But honestly, brother, I can't take it, bruv. If Paul Pogba comes back to United, oh my days, it's head loss, bro. I'll be honest. You know what I mean? It's head loss. And him and Ahmad weren't even kicking at the same time, bro. So he must have got that picture made or something. I don't know, innit? But bro, if Pogba comes back to United, boy, it's a mad thing.
If he can recapture even half of the quality that he had.
Nah, but bro, you know what the wickedest thing is? It's like, what man need to understand with Pogba, is that his maturity now, because he's older, he's just gonna be better. Like, even though he might not be as up and down as he was before, just his understanding of the game will just be better, bro. Yeah, the double pivot for sure. It'll be Ugarte and Pogba, because his range of passing there's no one that could pass the ball like him in the game, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So even if he's not as explosive as he gets older, he would have filled out a little bit more as well. He'll play a much more deeper role, more of a dictator role. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's exactly what we need, because he can break up the play, he can pass, he's got the physicality, he's tall. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, him and Ugarte would be the perfect pivot if it allowed Kobbie to play further forward, bro. Like, this manager has to finally just play Kobbie Mainoo further forward. I called it early doors, bro, and all the man that were telling me I was chatting shit, bro, I know I'm not going to get no apologies from you lot, but it's all right. Do you know what I mean? Kobbie's a fucking attacking player. He's a 10. I said it then. I'm saying it now, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And it's so obvious now. The more you watch him play, it's even more obvious that he ain't no CM, bruv. So I'm seeing loads of people on Twitter now say, hear me out, Kobbie in the 10. It's like, bro, like, this ain't no epiphany, bro. Like, it's not hear me out, blood. I said it before all of you and you laughed at me.
I've seen man giving you your flowers on Twitter as well for it.
Yeah, they need to. Do you know what I'm saying? They need to, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's one of them things where I was the only person saying it. So it's one of them things where, cool, he needs to play in the 10, bro. If the manager gets that right, then we might be onto something, because the goal that got disallowed, that should have never been disallowed. I want to know who's drawing these lines, blood. I want to know who's drawing
that. I literally got back from Manchester, put Discovery on, saw Lissandro score, and just switched it straight back off. I was like, yep, that's the game done. Can't be bothered.
I want to know who's drawing these lines. Because, bro, the link up.
Don't tell me they were doing the squiggly lines again.
Bro, it was some weird fucking line from man's armpit to the hand, and that. It's like, you can't score with your hand, bro. Bro, you can't score with your hand. I don't know why man are drawing lines to hands and that. I really don't understand it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's one of them things where, like, that goal there, the link play from Ahmad and Kobbie was ridiculous. That was straight off the training ground. That looked like a little little keep ball kind of scenario thing where they just popped it, opened up the defense, finish, like, and to get that disallowed was dead. Do you know what I'm saying? But it showed what Kobbie can do in that left hand channel, bro. And the thing is, he always picks up those positions in the game anyway. Because the thing is, a lot of the time they bring him in when we're kind of chasing the game or whatever, and his natural inclination is to get forward and get into these dangerous positions. So it's one of them ones where Kobbie's a left 10. He is. I've been saying it, and now it's becoming obvious to people. Finally, I'm glad they finally caught up with it. Now the manager just needs to start him there from the beginning. That's it. And then he can start getting the respect he deserves again, because people started to talk about he's overrated and all this shit. Do you know what I'm saying? And that all came from being misprofiled. Yeah, and being misprofiled and playing out of position. So it's one of them ones where, like, I'm happy to see people are starting to actually realize it now. Do you know what I mean? So now Amorim needs to stop pissing about and play Bruno in the pivot. Do you know what I'm saying? With Ugarte, and play Kobbie further forward. And there we go. And then if Pogba does come in, then fair enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Then it's Ugarte and Pogba. Then Bruno's a problem. Because Bruno's not better in the 10 than Kobbie. There's no way in it. So it's going to be interesting.
Bruno being the problem, and I heard that before.
Bro, but these are the problems we want, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Or you play Bruno on the right-hand side of the 10, Kobbie on the left, yeah, and then play Pogba in the pivot. But, bro, we should be getting a left 10 or a right 10. Really, we should be looking at both of them. So it'll be interesting to see what we decide to do, man. But we definitely need to bring in attacking players, and in Cuckoo, obviously we've been linked to. I think we bring in at least one.
I've seen
RASHFORD and
Garnacho
Garnacho
want the dry loan, though. He wants something permanent.
Listen, he can say he wants something permanent, but he's not in a position to be asking for anything like that, to be honest, because he's made a big move. It hasn't worked. He needs to go somewhere and prove that he's what he said he was. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because it hasn't worked out at Chelsea for whatever reason, bro. Sometimes as a player, you need to humble yourself and realize that you need to show people your value now, because you haven't played for a while.
I hear it. I think maybe it's more like just a preference thing, because he does have interest elsewhere, and that would be more permanent for him. But again, like, if you ain't got any other options and it's getting late, you might have to just take the loan move. For me as well, though, again, so I don't really want to be helping out Premier League teams like that no more. Like, we shouldn't be in that position. And it just says more about the activity that we've done. If we're that desperate to get rid of them, we're going to send them off to rivals. That's why I don't even want to do the Disassi loan move to Villa. These men ain't got centre backs. Why am I helping them? Why?
Unless they're giving you something in return.
Yeah. That's why with João Felix, I'm only interested if it means Duran comes the other way. If it means I get the striker I need, fine. Whatever. But if it's not, like, bun them. They're creeping up on us. It's not like we're 9 points clear of them like a few weeks ago. It's not. Now it's 4. Now we got to be looking behind us because we fumbled the last 7 games. All the ground that we've built up is dead now. And we're not doing anything. And that's facts. The last 2 windows have been such a sabotage job from these sporting directors, because we were in the perfect position to just build on what we had and consolidate top 4.
What happened in the last 2 windows? Because your summer window, you got Sancho, Neto, and Felix in.
So what we've done is Felix, manager never wanted him. He's barely playing. Jorgensen has done well in La Liga, can't start. So it's a pointless transfer.
Right.
Who else? So Dewsbury Hall, absolute waste of 30 million, because the manager don't even rate him like that. The manager didn't want him. That was just a random move from the sporting directors because he gets the system. Okay. The manager didn't ask for him. Why are you bringing him in? You could have walked into Leicester and got in the goalkeeper that understands the style of play and is better than Robert Sanchez and has actually looked good this season for Leicester. Instead, you went and you got Dewsbury Hall. And then we still didn't address the striker situation. The only decent move that we did was on the flanks. Sancho and Neto. That's it.
Yeah.
We didn't do anything else. So, like, it's an L for me. And this window is another L. Because the only thing we're doing is Garnacho. And we're buying a centre-back from Strasbourg, but it's a pre-agreement for the summer. And then all the other moves we're doing is for Strasbourg.
Yeah.
Like, we're the feeder club. It's dead. The last 2 windows have been terrible. Sancho Neto have been the only W from that and nothing else. I can't even say Jorgensen because Jorgensen just don't get to play because of all the politics above the manager's head. So, like, last 2 windows have been a big L for me. And this, again, why I'm on the sporting directors more. Because everything after Pochettino needed to be done perfectly. You already wasted last year. Last year, we could have got top 4. We could have got the Carabao. Now you're about to fumble that again.
Fair enough. You know what? From the outside, I don't know. Things looked better from the outside, but now you're breaking it down. Actually, it's looking a bit mad for you lot still.
Yeah, and I wasn't overdoing the summer window like that either, because I always thought there was a few things that were a bit weird, but I said after the Poch sacking, I'm just going to watch. My whole energy throughout the summer window is I'm just going to observe. I will see how these signings impact the team. I will see how the season goes. And then once I start getting a better idea of things, I'm going to be critical if I need to. I can do that now. The only striker you brought in was an 18-year-old that the manager don't even want to trust, to a point where he will play a man who he has said numerous times isn't a 9 in press conferences over him. To the point where I'm watching the game back on Chelsea TV, and the Chelsea TV commentators, who are meant to be biased and more protective of the club, are even saying, why isn't Giu coming on? Giu suits the profile of this game a lot more than Nkunku. I think he'd offer us a lot more. Why is Nkunku coming on in the 9? Here we are in it, but we're not doing anything.
And what he was brought in, he was brought in as a first team player, I take it.
Yeah. Like, because he's been playing in the Conference League all season. He didn't drop to the under-21s or nothing.
Okay, so if he's been training with the first team this whole time, then the manager clearly just don't fancy him.
Yeah, you don't rate him, and it's like, okay, cool, but why are you playing a guy who don't suit the 9 and don't suit your style of play in the 9 for him? At least he has the build, has the pressing in him. I'd like to see him come on for like 30 minutes, and you know what? If he ain't good enough, fine. Brother's 18. I'll respect that you at least had the option there and you used it, and the player just don't fit the bill. Fine. I can still look at the owners and the sporting directors and be like, well, this is the depth that you brought for him.
Yeah.
If he ain't good enough, he ain't good enough. Just put that brother out on loan and I need somebody else. Can't even get to that conclusion. But even then, you're already there because, like, where is the second striker? Nicholas Jackson is just him. And he's fell off a cliff in the last month. So I literally, all the praise, all the prop, all the trajectory gone right back down to where we were last season. Straight back to type.
No, I hear it. No, you're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. You know what? I never really seen it like that, bro. So things ain't all fucking rosy at the bridge now, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And you man are struggling to get results as well. So I don't know. This window actually might be a bit more important than I thought it would be for you, because I didn't see you lot doing too much. But if you're only signing in this window is Garnacho, blood, it don't bring you on.
I don't understand how Garnacho is meant to be the difference. I don't watch that Manchester City game and think, you know what I needed? I needed Alejandro Garnacho. That's what's going to help me in this game. It's so brain dead because this man is just a volume shooter. We're going to go in for him. Why? No sense at all, but here we are. Go on, I dare you. Go get Garnacho. I dare you. Because, like, if he don't ball out, I won't even be on him like that. I'll probably be on just you guys. 60 million for him. For him. You better hope he does well. You better hope he saves us. But I don't see it.
Because even if you're buying him to flip him, who's going to pay more than 60 million for Garnacho?
It's not a flip.
No one. It's not a flip.
Like, you just said it perfectly. You don't flip 60 million unless you think he's going to be a Ronaldo regen.
Yeah,
and yeah, sure, Ronaldo regen. Okay, cool. So do it. Because if he don't work, that will probably be what it takes to actually properly start some protests.
No,
You might
100%.
waste 60 million on Garnacho when we needed a striker, when we ain't got any midfield depth, when we're losing our centre-back depth. Go waste our money on him. The same amount of money that could have got you Kvaratskhelia. Cool. Go do that.
No, in fact, he's saying he's more direct than Sancho when he gets GA. Bro, he's like, it's just, bro, you've lost Mudryk and then you signed him back.
I still think he's a downgrade, personally.
He is a downgrade on Mudryk, but I'm saying they're similar profile, as in they just get the ball and they're direct, innit?
Yeah. But I still think Mudryk is just a bit more of a playmaker and also just much better with his passing.
Yeah.
Like, all I see with Garnacho is he ain't a playmaker like that. He's a volume shooter. Okay. He's got 6 goals. All that volume, and you ain't got any end product like that. So what's the point? Duran's literally there. Go spend that money on him. Go spend that money on a Gyökeres. Go throw that money for Delap. Or Ipswich don't want to sell him. Go try. Oh, that they don't want to sell him. Man, a shook of Ipswich saying no. What the hell happened to this club? Ipswich Town. Go take their striker, bruv.
It's true. You should be bullying them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like they could be going down, be like, we'll pay you less.
100%. You go now. You unsettle the player and you take him, innit, bro? Man, in the business of making friends, bro.
It's so brain dead what we're doing. But I'm now at a point where it's like, cool, I'm just going to see it if it all burns. Because then maybe that will be what it takes to get rid of these sporting directors. Yeah. 60 million on Garnacho.
What do you think about the goal threat, though? Man saying Mudryk ain't a goal threat. Yeah, cool, he's not.
Yeah, but he's a playmaker. And he's actually decent at that. Garnacho is a goal threat, just not a good one.
Yep.
So, whatever, man. Like, I could tell if I wanted that. You know what I have? I have Noni Madueke on the right-hand side. And he's outperforming Garnacho on every metric. So,
and they're very similar. They're very similar as players as well. Like, horrible to watch. Do you know what I'm saying? Extremely frustrating. And then every now and then, do you know what I mean? You might get some numbers out of them. You might do. Do you know what I mean? But there's not much in it between them, bro. And Noni's the better footballer as well. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, I don't rate anything about Garnacho. So this is music to my ears, bro. I'll be honest.
Bro, I locked into your game against Rangers while I was getting my braids done. Nearly threw my phone across the floor when I saw him hit the post from 2 yards out. I was like, yo, these sporting directors are watching this.
Bro,
I dare you.
Brother, I thought my man headed it, like cleared it on the line, you know. I couldn't believe it. When I realized that the Brer missed the target, from that close. Oh my days. Brother.
I was fuming. Like, I was just keeping my head down as soon as I saw the ball go to the left-hand side. I seemed like maybe get through 1 or 2 players and just hit some timid shot straight at the goalkeeper. I'm like, yep, there's the shot numbers going up. Great. And then I go on Twitter and people are saying like, Alejandro Garnacho has taken more shots in this half than Sancho and Neto have done in the last 5 games. Has he scored?
Yeah, but he always does this, bro. I think it was the Arsenal game we played. I think he had like 8 shots or something, and none on target, bro. Like, this is what he does.
But we're now doing the copium. I was seeing Garnacho comps all over my timeline because we're all trying to cope with this transfer. And they don't even look good. The comps don't even look good.
No, they're not. You know, last season, Arsenal, 8 shots, none on target, bro. This is Garnacho, bro. He cuts in and he just speculates, bro. This is what he does. So it looks threatening. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he just cuts in and shoots. Like, that's it. So it looks like he's doing stuff, but he's not doing nothing, bro. Like, this is just what
Chelsea fans like, I see the idea behind it. You're blind. You're blind.
Yeah, no,
go
nasty, bro. That's it. Yeah, he looks lively, bro. That's what it is. He cons people into actually believing that he's doing stuff.
But we're at a point where we're conning ourselves. Anyone who wants to drink this copium, I dare you tell me you wanted Alejandro Garnacho a month ago. I dare you. You're a liar. You're a complete liar. I see the vision. Shut up. No, you don't. No, you don't. I get it. I want to find a way to understand this transfer. Here's the understanding. We want a volume shooter. That's it. It don't mean he's a good volume shooter. It don't mean he's an accurate or a clinical volume shooter. We just want a direct winger. And it don't matter if he's clinical or not, because he's got potential and all these other cliches and these buzzwords about the future that are very vague. So you can't really say too much about it because it's all in the future. And I could be right and I could be wrong, but you won't know because it's the future. So I'll give you these cliches like, we see his talent and potential. Yeah, whatever, man. I'll find any random 18-year-old walking the street and be like, I see the potential. He's a good football player. It's bullshit.
I hear it. I'm saying, I big up everyone inside. Let's get up to 600 likes, people. 327 at the moment. Man City want to make 2 more transfers before the window. Cambiasso and Douglas Luiz, you know, bro. City really throwing money at the pain, bro, at the problems. Fair play to them.
Oh, they want to get Douglas Luiz on a perm.
Yeah, bro, it's a mad thing, bro. But bro, they need midfielders though, and I swear Douglas Luiz is in his late 20s as well.
I think so. Like that, they talk about us trying to go in for him on a loan, but I don't think Juve wanted that one still. So it would make sense if they're trying to get him permanently.
That's a mad thing. Yeah, 27,
I respect
28.
it, though. See, that's what you meant to do. Yeah. You're in a bad position. You use the window to your advantage. Here we are wasting 60 million on Garnachos.
I'm not really sure, but 28. But either way, they need players, innit? Like they need midfielders. Their midfield is dead, bro. Like a lack of legs. Obviously, KDB's cooked. Gundogan's cooked, and then even when you look at guys like Kova and Bernardo, bro, these men are 30 plus as well, bro. Like they need to bring down the age of their midfield, innit? So yeah, man, it's just one of them things where Douglas Luiz, if he can end up going to Man City, then bro, it's a decent move for them, bro.
Yep, really good move for them. Really good. Gives them some more legs. Gives them some better depth. Ah, this is jarring,
bro. But they're gonna close the gap. They're closing that gap on everyone, bro.
Yeah, they'll be 3 points behind Arsenal if they beat them on the weekend.
And I think they do beat them.
Top 4 is looking really, really spooky right now.
Do you think that you'll still make it?
No, we'd better. We'd better.
That doesn't sound too convincing, my brother.
Bro, like I'm trying to, but it's like, yo, how many points have we dropped? Because here's the thing. I still think we can because the top 4 race ain't consistent. And City do have a bad run of games still. But they're getting more comfortable. They're getting more confident. It's the second half of the season with City. They've even showed they're willing to do the direct game now. They ain't just going to do like possession, even if it don't work. So it's like, and Forest ain't dropping off. I still think we got the capabilities, but it's like, I can't ignore what's around me.
Bro, they hold 5 to Bournemouth, bro. Like, I don't know. I still think Forest are going to drop off, bro. I think they will. I don't think that they can perform at the level, man. Nah, but Nuno is he's a terrorist, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this is what it is. Nuno's a terrorist, bro. He always just does it, bro. He sets up his team, to be very difficult to break down and stuff like that. But bro, I think sooner or later, man. Them man are gonna stop scoring goals, man.
I hope you're correct. Because like they're starting to worry me as well. Like Newcastle, they're doing what we couldn't do last season and they're making 1 game a week work. So yeah. I'm waiting for something to happen because again, top 4 is never consistent. But we need to start being consistent. It was all fine a month ago when like we were just cooking everybody. Now we're not doing it. It's like, and we're not using the transfer window to our advantage. So when are things going to change? Right now, things could be getting more toxic. Imagine Graham Potter wins at the Bridge next week. That place is going to go off and not in the right way. So it's up to them. You got to find a way to get top 4. Otherwise, it's long for you guys because I can't be bothered to hear anything about the manager if we don't get top 4 for another season. It comes down to Clear Lake. It comes down to these sporting directors. This is your season. This is your season. You are the man in the spotlight. We are not going to throw the manager under the bus this time. This is his first year in the Prem. We can hold him accountable. Don't get it twisted. Make better subs. Like, we put the pressure on teams like City when we get an early goal. If anything,
is that the general consensus though with Chelsea fans? Was that just you, blood? Are there Chelsea fans blaming the manager?
There's Chelsea fans doing the whole keep the same energy thing. There are Chelsea fans holding the blaming the manager as well. And like, again, I don't mind us holding the manager accountable. That's fine. I'm not gonna say he's completely devoid of responsibility, but he ain't my focus. My focus is the sporting directors, because this is the squad that you've assembled. 1.5 billion, and there's still so many holes in this team. I'm looking at you. The politics that keep Robert Sanchez untouchable when he's the worst goalkeeper in the league and the guy with the most errors leading to a goal in the Prem, that is on you.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So you guys are the ones that have to be held accountable first. Simple as that.
No, I hear it.
So, yeah, hold the manager accountable, but I doubt I'll be manager out this season regardless. It will be a case of get rid of the sporting directors, and you know what? If the new sporting director don't want Maresca, fine. You back the new sporting director, and you feel his vision. So
do you think there's a possibility of a new sporting director, though?
I'd hope so, because these two need to go if they don't get it. I'd get rid of them today, to be honest.
But how do you know that Clear Lake aren't happy with them? They might be happy with the job they're doing because it's making sense on the spreadsheet.
They probably are, because we ain't heard nothing from them. They'll probably pop back up once we hit a good run of form. I remember Todd Bowley was on mute the whole of last season until we won 2 games against Tottenham and West Ham in that 5-game run. And he's like, yeah, this is the brand of football that we've been expecting to play all season, and then using buzzwords like rotations and stuff like that. Like, what are you talking about, man? We just lost 5-0 at the Emirates the week before. I'm like, this is the brand of football we want to play. No, you're just glad we went back to winning.
I hear it.
So I don't know, but my push will be to get rid of the sporting directors straight up, because they ain't got a clue. They ain't got a clue. And whenever things don't work, they just go back to their old clubs and just try and nick a player from there. I don't know what to do. Let me see what Monaco's got for me. Let me see what Brighton has for me. Let me see what City have for me. But it's cool.
So
the City Academy works a bit more.
So these sporting directors, are these the same guys that are responsible for ID and the players that you try and sign, though?
Yeah. Maresca just gets given a squad, and it's just like, deal with it.
Yeah, but I swear, that's why I'm getting confused, because I swear you lot were happy with these man, like only the other day, like
the sporting directors.
Because bro, you've been linked to some decent players. Obviously, you were linked with Duran a while ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you've been linked to some good players, bro, in terms of the identification of the players that they wanted. Obviously, you just didn't get them in. But is that completely on them, though?
Well, the likes of Duran put the money up front. Omarodion, we didn't bring him in because of some issue with the medical, but he's cooking in Porto, so I don't really understand that. The whole situation with the goalkeeper is 100% on them, because their politics are what's feeding into the rest of the squad. The rest of the window, you brought in players and you're trying to get rid of them 6 months afterwards. So it's just been a waste of money and a waste of time. And again, 2 years we've been waiting for another striker to give Nicholas Jackson some support. We're not doing it. So a lot of it does come down to them.
Yeah, that's similar to what was going on at United. Like, we were scouting good players, but we never got. But all these players we didn't get in. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. I was praising them for, like, oh yeah, you clocked onto Duran and on Rodion early, but it's like, okay, but we didn't bring them in. So it's like, yeah, great.
Yeah, and this is spot on actually. When you look at it though, you're right. Like, a lot of them, I think you lot. It seems the fact that you wanted what do you call him? The fact that you want Garnacho, it's showing me that you're building your squad of stats, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it looks like, innit? And that's probably why you were looking at Omarodion and all these other guys. Maybe the guys that don't pass the eye test, but maybe they got decent metrics, and you're looking at building them off numbers and then resale value. Because like they said, like, when you actually look at your squad, players like Noni Madueke and stuff like that, cool, if you sell him, you'll make a profit on him, but he ain't that good, like. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them ones. You
hear
got a squad full of players like that, like the Disassis and all these guys. Disassi, how much did you pay for him? What, less than 30 million or something?
I think it was 30 to 40. It
Yeah,
might have
you'll
been
make
40 million euros.
yeah, you'll make your money back on him. Like a lot of these players that you signed, you'll make your money back.
What was it? 38.5 million pounds.
Yeah, so you'll get your money back.
I wanted to play possession-based football, and you spent nearly 40 million on this assy. Oh my goodness! So some of the decisions that we've made are ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. Again, that's why it's on them.
Yeah,
that's why it's on them.
In retrospect, for £1 billion squad, the squad's not really squadding right now, bro.
Nope. How have we spent 1.5 billion? I still need a recognized leader at the back. I still need midfield depth. I still need another number 9. I still need some more goal threat. How?
And you still need a goalkeeper.
Yep. Even that, like, just start Jorgensen for 5 games, I beg.
Yeah.
How can Sanchez be given the license to be an idiot every week and he is the untouchable player in the squad? How? Jorgensen 5 games. I don't care if he has a stinky first game. You play him again and play him again. Because if Sanchez can get given that sort of blessing, go give that to him. Highest save percentage in La Liga. I refuse to believe he's a bum. And if he's a bum, that's another thing I'm holding these sporting directors accountable for. How have we got 10 goalkeepers on our books and our best one's Robert Sanchez? How? Right. That's on you. My best centre-back, my most reliable centre-back is my most injury-prone centre-back. That's on you. And we still haven't really addressed that one. We just brought back Trevor Chalobah because it was the cheaper deal to do. And like, shout out Trev, he's decent. But that's about it. He's just decent. So, what's the idea?
Spot on, bro. 100% spot on, man. So, I don't know. We'll see, innit? Like, I used to look at the way Chelsea were doing things and be slightly envious of it. But, you know, in retrospect, it's looking a bit shaky. I'll be real. But one thing is for sure, I think the way that you build your squad in terms of high volume in, high volume out is definitely the best way to transform a squad in a short period of time, bro. Because from where your squad was to where it is now, you've done it in a reasonably short period of time, innit? And I think that that's something United could definitely learn from. But yeah, man, I think, the quality that you've brought in for what you've spent is questionable. You might have been better off maybe bringing in less volume and bringing in more quality.
I could hear that. That would have just made more sense if we had the long-term manager in like last season. Because then at least you could just embed the style of play quickly. Like doing that with the whole Pochettino situation last season, it would have still been a mess anyway. But
yeah,
the way we've handled everything's just been messy from the start. High volume in, high volume out, manager in, manager out. Nothing's ever really been like stable. So here we are.
Guys, make sure you run up the lights, 200 off the target. And yeah, bruv, before we wrap, Neymar, bruv, back to Santos, bruv, where it all started, you know. And bro, what can I say, bruv? He done his thing, bro. He went Saudi, got the bag, and now he's going home, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, I can't lie, he's retired now, Neymar. You know them ones, like, it's just gonna be now. He'll prepare himself for probably one last World Cup. And you get me, call it a day, fam. Do you know what I mean? If he's back in Brazil, I can't trust him to live the right life anymore. You know them ones, like he weren't really living it in Europe. Yeah, obviously in Saudi, it's a lot harder to kind of do the mad thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But bro, going back to Brazil, hey, he's off the rails now, mate. He's done now, innit? Like this is his farewell tour now. Do you know what I'm saying? So the next major tournament is gonna be his farewell, bro. Do you know what I mean? Neymar's not on this football thing no more, bro. If he's back in Brazil, he's gonna be entertaining, he's gonna be doing whatever he's doing, and he's gonna be out. He's gonna be outside, fam. You know, like
get bare eyes on Santos as well.
Yeah, 100%. So nah, bro, I think it's good for him. Do you know what I mean? Because he's been through a lot. He's had some bad injuries, man, and mentally, do you know what I mean? That's got to have affected him. So, do you know what I mean? I'm happy for him, bro, to be able to go back there, man. to be honest, because a lot of players, if they have the choice, their choice will always be to finish their career where they started it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's lit, bro. When you look at the fact that, like Casemiro, for instance, yeah, he's at United now, and he's been linked with Roma and that. You know what I mean? If he could just go back and kick in Brazil, blood, and chill, I'm sure he would. But bro, it's just one of them ones where, bro, Neymar, bruv, it's been emotional, mate. But he's finished now, surely.
Yeah, definitely. Like, this is just him doing the side quests now. Just go back home and just enjoy life. It is what it is. Like, you got the option to do that at the end of your career and still get a little bit of a bag. Just
100%.
Enjoy it.
Because he don't need the money.
Again.
He don't need the money. I seen that man was buying like apartments in fucking 100 million for like stuff like that, bro. He got money on money, bro. You know what I mean? When I seen some of the stuff that he was buying in Saudi and all these other things, the guy's got, you know what I mean? His money's long, bruv. He don't need money. Do you know what I mean? So if he's just gonna play football, he's gonna go play football where he's enjoying football, innit? So nah, bro. It's one of them things where I'm happy for him, bruv. Like, he's 32, he's had some nasty injuries. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, he bought them apartments in Dubai that worth hundreds of millions and it was nothing to him. So it's one of them things where I think Neymar's at a point now where until he actually retires, yeah, like, people ain't gonna appreciate how good a player he is, bro. And was, because he's one of the best players I've ever watched. And bro, to be fair, in terms of a player that I've watched, yeah, from when they broke into the first team all the way through their career, like, it's only arguably Messi that man can say that I've watched their whole career from their first professional game all the way through that you could argue was better than him. No one else. Yep. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where, oh my days, Neymar, ridiculous baller, fam. I can't even lie. So nah, man, it's one of them things where it's sick for him. Do you know what I mean? And they'll be buzzing that he's gone back there, because even all the OGs in Brazil are just like, yo, if Neymar don't play for the national team, we're not watching it, bro. Like, they don't rate Vinicius. That's why when man are doing all the gas for Vinicius Ballon d'Or and that, these man don't rate Vinicius Jr. in Brazil. Like,
yeah, it's like, Vinny's era where Ronaldinho said, I ain't watching.
Yeah, bro. Bruv, on R9 said Lowy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, them man know. I think it was Romario. I was watching a thing and he was like, listen, the only way we could win anything is with Neymar. Like, that's it. If Neymar's not playing, we can't win. Like, man categorically said that. So it's just one of them things where when these guys are telling you this, it's telling you they don't rate Vinny.
Yeah, and that's on him. Like, there's been questions about him on international duty for a hot minute now. 100%. I'll be real. If Neymar comes in 2026 and he's still the talisman for Brazil, that is a big indictment on Vinicius.
And he will be.
How?
Because usually there's a passing of the torch. I remember when Ronaldinho,
he might be passing it back
to Neymar. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, Neymar will pass the torch to Vinny, but bro, Vinny ain't got what it takes, mate.
You know, yeah, give me that back, bro. I'll give that to Esteval next year. You're a real one.
But you better be, you know that, because bro, I'm on to you Chelsea guys if he dies, you know.
Trust. Nah, I'll be real. I'm with you as well, bro.
Esteval's looking like Joe Linton, yeah. Like, bro, hey, listen, we're gonna have conversation.
I'll be fuming, man. The amount of prop I've heard the last 2 years over Esteval, look, he better live up to it. I do believe in it, but he better live up to it still.
Nah, between you and Don, bro, I swear it down. If Esteval flops, oh my days, it's gonna be
so angry,
bro. It's gonna be
so angry.
Nah, man, I'll be real, because there's been so much hype around this guy, and he looks tidy, but do you know what I mean? Like, the level of opposition that man's playing against compared to what Neymar was playing against, it ain't the same.
You know, and like, for me, I don't want Esteval coming in and going straight into the first team anyway. Like, you bed him in slowly, unless he literally just comes in and just has you have to start sort of play. If you can do that, then fine. But like, I'd still even give him the first season. But all in all, if he is a bum, I'm fuming. I'm fuming. Because now I ain't listening to no hype for nothing. Andre Santos, I've at least watched enough of him. I know he's got quality. I can't wait for him to come back to the squad next season. Esteval, I've seen bits of it, but it is still potential.
The one thing
It's
that's a
more
mad thing
for
for
his
me
age.
is I watched all the Endrick hype here. I seen Endrick scoring all these mad goals. They were comparing him to Adriano and all these things. And then we see him go to Real Madrid, and this guy cannot buy a minute, bro. So it's one of them ones where it's like the Esteval thing is not, it's not guaranteed, bro. Because we thought Endrick was going to be playing by now.
Nah, I know, but to be honest, they were all telling me he's better than Hendrick, so I'd expect a higher level anyway. Just in terms of playmaking, in terms of like dealing with 1v1s and all the wing play and all of that, I expect that to already be at a better level than what Hendrick's producing. So we'll find out. We'll find out. He's meant to be their next Neymar. So
that's what they're saying. But how old is he?
Like, I think 17 or something like that. He's bare young.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's meant to be the next Neymar, but bro, them La Liga teams,
17.
Them La Liga teams tend to have a monopoly over there, bro. So how the hell did you get him before Real Madrid and Barcelona if he was meant to be the next Neymar?
We were just first. That was it. We were just first. Like, Bayern tried to get in real late, but we'd already progressed in talks. So he'd already committed to us. While they were all focusing on Endrick, we just jumped straight on Esteval.
Fairs. You know what I mean? It's not often that Real Madrid and Barca miss a player like that. You know what I mean? So it'll be bro. Let's see, innit? Let's see.
I also think that worry me more long term. If he balls out and then just does the whole, I want to join Madrid or Barca. So,
but this is what I'm saying. But if he dies, hey, listen, we will be there, bro. I'm telling you, that's one thing.
Everyone will be there, bro.
That poor kid
ain't ready, man.
I could promise you we'll be there in it if he dies, man. So I don't know.
They're gonna start doing like Willian comparisons. I can't be bothered for that.
No, yeah, 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? So you lot, make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel, man. The link is in the title, people. You already know what time it is. Yeah, bruv. I think I'm doing my show with Lee today at 5 or something. I'm going physio now. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man will be on Gunner's channel at 5 and then back here at 6:30 with Flawless for Red Talk. What you got coming up today, bro?
I got Capital Conflicts. So I got Northside. I think Jay Hotspur Cave's jumping on, and I got Mike's. So we're gonna run that at 6 p.m. Unless we get any bombers or something, but yeah, good luck with the way we're moving. Yeah, great to be back on. Big up, everyone.
Nah, big up, man. Guys, who's live anyway that we can redirect to? Is anyone live at the moment? Yeah, I mean, no, the Garnacho thing hasn't fallen through. I think that it's just gonna,
deadline day, isn't it?
Yeah,
Northside
gonna go all the way. Yeah, say no more. Easy then. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, it's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be very, very interesting. But I still think Garnacho leaves. Obviously, Chelsea fans will be hoping that he ends up at Napoli. You know,
I'll learn the lyrics to Napoli's anthem if they.
I just want him to go Chelsea, bruv. I'll be real, like just because
man. We owe Mount Karma. I completely understand. I won't even be annoyed at Man United fans doing it. The game is the game. It's our fault for buying that bum.
Facts.
But send him to Napoli.
That's it. So yeah, man. Big up everyone inside, and I'll see you guys back here